Whoa, did he just, I believe he just did, yes he did, Duke Nukem 3D, oh my lord. This game was the shit back in the day, but now it's just corny as hell just to even look at it. Look at this. Unbelievable. But what's going on? YouTube, this is Icy Mike, PE Boss. Bringing you just an old school gameplay of Duke Nukem 3D, and today's topic will be PC versus console. So let's get into it. My first console I ever owned as a kid was Atari. I think I went from Atari to Nintendo, then from Nintendo to Sega Genesis, then from Sega Genesis to Sega Dreamcast. No, sorry, Sega Genesis to N64, then the N64 to Sega Dreamcast, and from the Sega Dreamcast I went to the original Xbox, and from the original Xbox I went to Xbox 360. As you can clearly see, I did not name any Sony PlayStations because I never owned a Sony PlayStation a day in my life. I forgot one piece of equipment. From N64, I think I went to Sega Saturn. Yeah, the Sega Saturn. Yes, I forgot all about that. But when I got something to say, it's like Duke Nukem 3D was one of the first games I played for the PC, along with Doom and Council Wolfenstein. All those pretty much the same games, just different characters. But playing this, I had a controller for the PC, and it was a basic 6-button controller. And you know, it was just decent, just like a console controller for like Sega Genesis had a 6-button configuration. Recently, these past couple of days, I've been watching some of my commentary buddies and some of my subs play Darksiders 2 for the PC. And my thing is with that, they did a gameplay / commentary on the Darksiders 2, and the first 30 to 45 minutes was them figuring out the button layout and switching the button layout to that's more suitable for them. I mean, damn, that takes you 45 minutes just to accomplish this task. Wow. And that's why I try to stay away from the PC, because I don't even know if it's the gaming pad for the PC. It's just still around. Because like I said, I've been watching these commentaries and nobody's using gaming pads. They're just using keyboard mouse. I mean, it's just the new thing, keyboard mouse, ain't no more gaming pad. Because the last time I played a PC game was probably like Council Wolfenstein in the 90s. So I guess I got to get with the time, because I don't know. But it makes the gameplay, it makes the commentary kind of boring, because they just figure it out. 45 minutes just to set buttons up and figure out what buttons, right shift, left shift, control, alt delete, space bar, E and L. And I'm like, whoa, that's just hardly too much. And then, like, I have a Dell. It's a regular Dell running Windows 7, and I guess I can't even play a PC game on this thing, because you got to get a tower built from the ground up to specify gaming needs and all that. So I can't even, in order for me to play PC games, I have to get a better PC that costs like what, $600 or $700. And I think I just stick to the console. But yeah, Duke Nukem 3D. Whoa, man, how corny! As I'm playing this game, reminiscing and thinking this game was the shit back then. It's just corny now, man. Bad acting, one punchlines is just horrible, which was funny back then and there. And so I just was going through my Xbox Arcade and forgot that I had even bought this as an arcade game a few years ago. So I'm like, fuck it, let's go ahead and do it. But yeah, that's what I was saying about the Sony PlayStation. I never owned a Sony PlayStation. I was never a big fan of the PlayStation, because at launch, I think that the titles that they had at launch sucked, and the controller, it was just for little kids. So they had a baby controller, which is the controller they use now. Like, I'm 6'5", 285 pounds. I have big, gigantic hands, and it's a problem when I'm gripping your controller. No homo. If I'm gripping the controller with two hands, and both of my hands is covering the whole controller with the little buttons, the little analog sticks, and it was just horrible for me playing the Sony PlayStation. So I think our brother had the Sony PlayStation, and I had got the what was it? The Sega Saturn. Now, the downfall of the Sega Saturn, I would like to say, was I think Sega was just getting old, and a lot of people wanted to venture out to the new stuff, which was the Sony PlayStation, because some of the games was for Sony PlayStation was also for Sega Dreamcast. Sega did their own exclusive games, which I kind of enjoy. Like, they get the Sonics and what have you. The Virtual Fighters and all those was just good game. But I think Sony launched it Tekken and just killed Virtual Fighter. Yeah, but I really was a big fan of Tekken. I think Tekken 1, Tekken 2 was cool. I think King was the man. I used to like to play with King, but I think everybody, what ruined it for Tekken for me was everybody used to play with martial law, and just do the same move. He was like an easy character to learn how to play. And then the further Tekkens, like Tekken 3, 4, whatever the case may be, was just got Eddie doing the copper wheel. Everybody used to get him because he was easy. You press one button, and he do like a 5-hit combo. I mean, like, what the hell? But yeah, Sega Saturn was just doomed, man. I don't know what the case may be, but what happened with that, but it was just doomed from the start. I think he had like a 1 year, 2 year span before it just got completely wiped out. And then Sega revamped with the Sega Dreamcast, which was just awesome, man. I remember when it came out, I was working as a security guard, and it came out, and their big advertisement was all 9s. So it came out 9/9/99. So September 9th, 1999, it came out. And I remember I did a double shift, and I called off the next day so I could stay in the line on September 9th, 1999 at 9 o'clock in Target, going to get the Sega Dreamcast. I took a cab from my crib to Target, stand in line to go get this Sega Dreamcast. Came home, unboxed it. I mean, what I got Ready to Rumble Boxing and Crazy Taxi was the 2 launch titles that I had got. And Ready to Rumble Boxing was just phenomenal. That was just considered the best game at launch for the Sega Dreamcast. Later on, they would release Soul Calibur, and then was just like the elite of all gaming for the Sega Dreamcast. Then they had, sports game. They had 2K. When 2K first came out, they jumped it on the Dreamcast first. 2K, year 2000. Next year, it was 2K. Then 2K1, 2K2. I mean, those games was awesome. But I never owned a Sony PlayStation. Like, I never had a 2. I don't know nobody who has I know a couple people who has a 3, Sony PlayStation 3. But I really just didn't care for it. Especially the whole controller layout. Like I said, you can go ahead and get a third-party controller made by Mad Catz or whatever the case may be, Pelican. But those works temporarily. I think Mad Catz makes a big boy controller. It's all big and buffed up or what have you. But one of my buddies said he wouldn't recommend it because he brought a Mad Catz and he's a hardcore gamer, and he said that controller only lasted a month. The wrist started falling apart. But I just like the big boy controllers. Like the Sega Saturn had a big, huge controller. Dreamcast had a unique controller, like you've never seen it before. Their memory card slides into the controller, and the controller in their memory card was some kind of virtual. It's like a little Game Boy type setup, and it was just awesome. It was like digital. It was the first digital memory card, and then you could take the memory card out the controller and play it like a little Game Boy, little BS games like people play on their phones right now. They have little phone games for it. I mean, that was just unique, and that's why I wanted to go. I wanted to go ahead and go with that. And then I went to the original Xbox, which was known for the biggest, hugest controller ever. That thing was a monster. It was like a brick, and I liked it because I got big boy hands, you know. And then they dumbed it down. Just years ago, they dumbed it down. Had the slimmer version of the controller, which was still a medium-sized, good controller. And then, we moved on to the Xbox 360. And, it's the controllers that we use right now. It's just a medium-sized controller or what have you. But as far as my thing with PC, like, I guess nobody using gaming pads anymore, the steering wheel. I had all that stuff for my PC. I don't know what the case may be. I guess everybody just using keyboard mouse setup, and I guess that works for them. But whatever floats your boat. But I don't know what to say about this Darksiders game. It looked kind of boring. I guess once they get their keys set up and they get used to the game, I guess I continue watching and see what's going on with this game, because it looks kind of boring just from watching them play. And a couple of other guys were playing some game called Happy Wheels. What the hell? Now, is this game supposed to be fun? Because it looks horrible. I think Duke Nukem, this game right here looks way better than Happy Wheels, and you just on like a lawnmower or anything with wheels basically, and you just going through like a maze. This game's supposed to be fun. Why is people playing this? I don't understand. Is it supposed to pass time? I got games on my phone just like look better and more fun than the Balls of Steel. You see that? But it looks way better than Happy Wheels. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, you gotta get a supercomputer that's gonna cost me anywhere from $5,000 to $1,000, and all the games that's on the PC is also on console. So I think I'd just stay with the console. But let me know what y'all think. I know I'm probably gonna get a lot of heat. I don't care. It just is my opinion, and I just wanna know, like, what's the deal? Why people ain't using game pads for the PC, and why everybody using mouse keyboard setup. But that's the end of this commentary, the gameplay. Sorry that it took too long, but I just want to get some stuff off my chest. But anyway, peace out.